Right away, we got Coco is nice.
Nice. Thumbs up.
Thank you so much, man. Starting us off strong. First of the day. Sorry, my hours have been just crazy. I'm only like 130 hours streamed this month. I love Fane. Yeah, Fane's great. AWC games are this weekend. That's why my stream hours have been a little lower this month, as I've just been playing so much, practicing. We haven't really done any war games, but we've done like maybe 10 hours of like ladder off stream. Maybe a little more than that the last couple days, but so I got a little 2-3 hour proc every couple nights, you know, where I get off stream early. Because I don't like playing on stream that much, even with muted comps, but we got top 8, which is good. I choked a couple games almost. I'm probably going to try to review them later today. If not, tomorrow maybe. Or maybe even just after Saturday, just so I give people less insights. But I made a lot of mistakes. I'm not happy with how I played at all. Like, normally I don't really get any competitive nerves. I don't know if it was just like the drama of us arguing so much throughout the week that it made like the tournament jitter nerves worse. But nah, I didn't stream them because I feel like I play a little laggier on stream. But yeah, I made some weird calls. There was a game where we lost. We're in the losers bracket because we lost to Nick and Prev and them because they're one of like definitely the top 3, top 2 teams. They're really, really good. But there was like a game on Ashamains where Nick was like 100% dead. No trinket, no cloak. We had CC on all 3 of them. No trinkets. And then I just randomly step across the map and go Warlock just because the rogue was in a pre-sheep. Like it like jump scared me that I didn't want to like break the poly. And then I had to like run all the way back. And then by the time I got back, we still almost killed him. In like just a fear. But if I had like the whole sheep and the whole fear, he would have definitely died. But yeah. And then there was like a game 2 against like DK Dragon where like they wanted to go DK, and in my head I turned around and started running across the map instead of just kidneying the dragon rage, and then the dragon just soloed me. And there was like a game against Windwalker DK, or like because there was multiple different Windwalker DKs. But I was like none of us had trinkets for like the next Frost DK go. And my priest called that he was gripping me, and he life gripped me, and I like 0.1 stepped the grip because like in my head I thought I was getting DK gripped. And I was like, I just didn't want to get them to get the go with no trinkets. So I like stepped back into them on a life grip. So like there was a lot of really weird bad misplays I did. There's a lot of jitters more than I normally get. I don't know if it's just because there's more drama, but trying to think of ways I can like improve my listening. Because I feel like I don't hear half the shit they say. Even with like no music, game sound way lower, them turned way up. I don't know what it is. I think one of the things I can do that would help with that is I plan on turning on that like actuation or whatever setting like in Discord. Like I'm thinking maybe with my ADD, like the changes in volume will like make them pop more. Even if they're like already at a ratio higher than it, if I can just tell that the game sound went down, then I can like my brain can process that they're talking maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of just in the throw shit at the wall, see if it sticks, because I do need to improve my listening. I don't know if it's just that I'm focused on too much other stuff, or I'm just kind of playing my own game too much more than I normally do. But we'll see. Asa or Sephiroth, this depends on the comp. I think if you're going to play the Warlock or a DK, you're usually better off being Asa. Sublock has a couple good matchups where it's good for it, but I feel like Warlock struggles actually really hard with the nerf to kill priests. Even with the WoW and nerf or whatever on the shields. It's really hard for Warlock to kill priest. Yeah, I mean, I have ping 123 for shuffle, but I almost never press it. But I don't think pings really matter, because that's the whole point of voice comps. Like, that's more of like a solo queue thing. I mean, your win condition is just like way wider as Asa. Because if they ever get to like 30%, you get the 30% modifier on Zoldyck. And then you just get the Omega. Like, I had almost 2 million in Venom the other night. I tweeted about it in a shuffle. So I was doing a little bit of shuffle warm-ups before the tournament. And I had like a 1.95 million in Venom. Because he was like 30% or below 30, so I had the Zoldyck 30% modifier. And then obviously it was Shiv, like procs, maybe even lingering from like after Deathmark. Congrats on top 8, thanks man. Top 3 rogues of all time. I mean, people are good and bad at different things, and there's levels of like teammate synergy and stuff like that, but I would pretty much say all Europeans. I would say probably Waz, Mir, and Avi. There's been a lot of metas where like Avi's insane. I think Akai Suchi was really good back in the day too. And then I'd say probably the rogues I've been most impressed with on NA for decades have probably just been like not going back like Rec Valera and stuff, but like just saying of like since like let's say like since Legion, and just cut it from there. Probably like Calvish, Swacked, and probably missing a few people in my head if I'm only allowed to pick 3. I think Trill is really goated on every class he plays too, but I don't consider him like fully a rogue. He's just a really good dampener PvE player on like any class, and rogue's just generally a dampener PvE class. Pika's really good, but he's all natural instinct, so it kind of rubs me the wrong way that he doesn't like go out of the way to optimize more because he just doesn't have to. He doesn't have the overly sweaty for the sake of sweatiness that like Waz has. And that's kind of the difference between them, honestly. You know, Pika is for the boys, he's having fun, he's actually being really entertaining, you know, he's cracking claws. Like, if there's nothing on the line, his ego does not care. He already knows how good he is, and he has nothing to prove. So like, you know, if there's like the BlizzCon thing where there was no prize money, and no one had like their main teams, and like Cubsy was healing Waz's team or whatever. Like Waz beat Pika in that with no combo points. It was bugged. He could not see his combo points at all, and he won blind because Pika and them were just drinking and chilling and not caring because there was no money on the line. Whereas to Waz, you know, he's got full sweaty, you know, his identity is tied to it, and it's like it's a lose-lose for him, where it's like, if I win, we're expected to win because I'm European. You know, if I lose, that's embarrassing. You know, even if it's 150 ping, or, you know, not playing with main team, or, you know, like on him, every day is just like, you know, I'm gonna optimize this. I got the text-to-speech fucking weak aura channel going, you know, fade, which I'm gonna start using that, you know, death. Like, he's going on optimizing any little 0.2% he can until he's optimized 70 different things. And then, you know, just, it puts him over the edge. Whereas Pika's like, you know, full base UI, no class colors. His whole UI just looks ugly as hell. But he's just all natural instinct. And it kind of rubs me the wrong way that he doesn't, like, go out of his way. Because, like, if Peekaboo had my setup, he would probably be, you know, Waz. But at the end of the day, like, Pika is still one of the best. But also, like, they're bottlenecked by not, like, playing the meta as much. There's a lot of times where they were, like, playing Thug Cleave or playing RPS and shit when they didn't need to. But they've been multi-classing a lot more. Yeah, he didn't have Omni CD forever. I don't think he still has big debuffs. He definitely doesn't have Better Blizz. Better Blizz is, like, the most OP add-on ever made. Like, shout out to Bodify, my mod, that made Better Blizz plates and frames. Because these two are literally, like, 80% of my UI. But like I said, it's more impressive that he doesn't need all the UI stuff, but it's still, like, a stain, I guess, on, like, effort that he doesn't put it in. Because at the end of the day, like, I would get it if Blizzard, like, was going back to their old selves of, like, okay, no add-ons in tournaments, you know, we're doing lands again. And it was just like, okay, I'm going cold turkey. Then he'd, like, really excel at that. But at the end of the day, almost all the tournaments are online, you know, and, like, there's no reason to just shoot yourself in the foot for no reason. Yeah, if he stops playing, I have no idea, man. I'm gonna need it. Was that still doing wrong in twos? Twos is a little more annoying because like they're spread out more and stuff. Thank you, Pookie. Yeah, just don't overwrite a big Garrote with a tiny Garrote. Someone rage quits because I'm in placements. Good thing I waited forever on that queue. I just wanted to play a shuffle, man. How you doing, Marin? Oh, WoW for Haunt? Nah. You win every tournament in a row for 10 years straight. It's free money. Even if like, you know, he makes more from his stream than he does winning. So when you do a Garrote silence, like the big Garrotes like this, they do way more damage than if I do a shitty Garrote that doesn't silence. I mean, it's only 20k more a tick, but... The Calvis Bush Rig NA? Probably, yeah. So yeah, like 30k more a tick. So you don't want to just like refresh it early just for like the sake of refreshing it when you have like the big Garrotes out. And then you want to like kind of space your character well so like the AoE shiv hits everything. And you want to like make sure you get like the AoE rupture up. Get big Garrotes on all three. Make sure you're doing like the Deathstalker stuff. Try to find the one window where you're actually allowed to press Deathmark through all the bleed dispels and stuff. And then even if it gets removed, you get the lingering buff. I mean, I made a lot of mistakes in the cup this week, but I'm not happy with how I played. This is the least happy I've ever been with how I was playing, so... You don't like Fatebound? I think Fatebound is smoother, but everyone plays Deathstalker on us, so... It's really annoying too, though, because when people get blocked or they get bopped or, you know, some kind of hard immunity, and you just lose your stacks, if you don't have Vanish or Meld, it's, like, brutal. Whereas Sub, you're, like, permadancing, so it's easy to get Mark back up, but... I mean, in general, I just don't enjoy Essa that much, because, like... You're way more at the mercy of the other enemy team's comp if they're Bleed Dispel or not, and then you're way more at the mercy of are they stacking for AoE. And then you also kind of want to play a comp that makes people stack. Like playing with a Death Knight like doubles your damage. It's because they're all gripped and like, you know, perma regripped by A-Bomb Limb and Chains of Ice and... It's more just that Deathstalker has more Rupture Pad and more energy regen. Because you want to stay above 150 energy for Sanguine. And it makes you a little tankier without having to go any crit. Because like bait and switch kind of helps Asa being squishier. But it is annoying, like singular focus can break CC and stuff. And like bug out your restats. You qualify? Yeah, we did. I'm not happy with how I played, but we barely got top 8. We're fighting Laros, I think, in the losers bracket. Because we lost to Nick and Prev in them. Yeah, I think that's more like how you use your T's and like trying not to do too many mutilates and just like getting good Fan of Knives when you can. Who's the most fourth? I actually don't... I think they got Giants, yeah. Or like some Cleaves and stuff. I think I can link you the bracket, yeah. Here's the bracket. Yeah, top 6 right now is Tuna and them. Cubsy's team, Seedu's team, Nick's team who beat us, and then I forget who Fellowship is. Okay, Chun and Calvish and them. Okay. So yeah, that's top 6. And then losers bracket for top 8 is me and Saul's team. So if we beat Saul, I don't know who drops out onto our side of the bracket. This part of the bracket always confuses me. Because I don't know if the loser of this would drop down or the loser of this would drop down. The top 4 makes sense, but the order of like who I would fight for 6th versus who I'd fight for 5th always trips me up, you know. Of like, but I guess it's just like RNG and who falls out of what side. If the top side falls into me or the bottom side falls into me. But oh, never mind. I didn't see down here with the move. Okay, so we would fight them, I think, and then we would fight whoever's up from there. That makes more sense. Forget who K is. Meep and them. Okay. Yeah, we already played them earlier too. I think. Yeah, we did. As a DK, I'm not sure what they fully played. Comp's great for 2s. Just play with a healer. Preferably like a dragon or priest, but like you want something that kind of does more damage with you. But I could carry any healer in like viewer 2s as long as we just 6 stay alive a couple minutes. Do 1 or 2 like okay things. Yeah, the game does not want me to be playing shuffle, I think. I'm not even that high in MMR. We're like 2050 MMR. Not even like 22 or something. And this one's like 15 MMR. I got a Q pop and then someone just rage quit because they saw I was in the lobby at 1500 because placement. I just showed the bracket, but it's me, Saul's team, Pika's team, Calvish's team, Meat Monk's team, Nick, Seedu, and Cubsy and them. Yeah, I just showed the bracket and linked the bracket in chat literally like 5 minutes ago. But yeah, no one really streams the offline qualifiers anymore. You play against Demon Hunters? We did, yeah. I don't think DHs are hard. They're annoying if they like have a good opener and like backflip well and stuff, but like only MDQ avoids CC well, but like it's still like a killable class. Yeah, that's how I'm dual boxing. Larm is on the WoW too. That's why I'm in QQs at the same time. Suburg is the best for shuffle. I would say Suburg is the most consistent in shuffle. Just because bleed dispels and also you're squishier and the healers in shuffle are a lot worse. And the CDR just like lets you actually be the only form of CC on your team. As long as you like time your blinds when they're like spread out. And then you just have the CDR make your blind like faster than their trinket. You could play either, the Dragon Healer. They're both S tier. More of like a 3s comp thing than in like a healer thing, which you would play them for. And what you're fighting. Like if you're fighting dragons, then like Asla's maybe a little more annoying. Like sub is really, really good into Prez. I mean, right now, if we get top 6 or top 4, I'm really happy. I have a lot more work to put in. I'm not that confident on winning the whole thing, obviously, right now, but I want to get there. I think it's just terrifying that we don't have hunter stuff, and I feel like hunters are the majority of the game right now. Like, I don't think our roguelock is really that ready. But I don't know what it is. Like, my team's been, like, flaming my damage on Asla, but, like, they'll just, like, compare it to some, like, Death Knight AoE game, and they're like, see, look, people are doing 800k DPS, and it's like, everyone's spread out. I'm getting like perma-kited by like a hovering Devoker, and like I'm holding on to Deathmark all game because there's bleed dispels, and it's like they didn't get stacked once for AoE, and it's like, of course I'm gonna do like 400k DPS. I'm getting like AIDS. And then I show that exact style of game by anyone else, and then it's like, nah. So like I don't. My Asa, I feel like the rotation's right. I think it's just a mobility issue because I use my steps kind of poorly. I like step kick too much, and then like don't have that much follow up for it instead of just like step kidneying. I guess maybe we'll do some viewer 2s or something. We can't get a Q pop. I still gotta like blur the line better against bleed dispel of like win to Deathmark. That's like the one thing on Asa that's like annoying. It's like being okay with Deathmark just getting bleed dispelled, like off of like a kidney DR cheap shot. Because they're like low enough that you redot it and then get lingering. But at that point, why wouldn't you just spec out of lingering and take the Shiv buff? And then hold on to it all game. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just practicing it more. Still playing a lot of sub 2, but my Asa needs a little more reps, I guess. Modified Wii remote? Maybe not for Dragon, but yeah, I think you can do a Death Knight on that. Maybe get like one little foot pedal though. Maybe even 2 foot pedals, and then have like 1 foot pedal be like focus grip, and then the other one be like normal grip. And then you can just, you know, Swifty macro everything, cast sequence style. Now we got a dragon and a rep heli. This is not great for me, but at least there's a DK in here. That's good for me. Yeah, I have cast bars on focus, yeah. I have a lot of other streamers' names just blocked out for drama reasons, so you're probably saying something about Crusader or something. But I'm gonna tap DK just to slow down the opener. JK. Farm DK on his wombo. Hopefully my team uses CDs. I'll just kidney bomb here. Got trinket, nice. I'll cloak here. Big envenom. Just blind healer here. Maybe gouge trinket. Probably not worth. Yeah. Should shot him in a sec. And do a group. Shiv the big envenom. Fresh rupture. Stop the healer. Pick that. Okay. I could have maybe tried to deathmark there on Shaman when he trinketed. Because then his dwarf would actually be on CD. But I didn't see it go on CD on Gladius. I don't know if it's like bugged with Dark Iron versus normal dwarf. But I still should have just processed it regardless of seeing if dwarf went on CD or not from Gladius. That, oh, he trinketed, I can deathmark. I could have AoE'd more that game too than I did. It was awkward, I just didn't get the full sap like I wanted. I didn't get the big growth on him, but I need to figure out how to make the text-to-speech like less loud too. Just like going off with like master volume. Blender going. Getting micropissed forever on my subterfuge. Feels bad enough. Pick the ulti. Into a Garrote if I get there. Tremors up. Can't stop the hex. If he trinkets this kidney, I can deathmark. Got a bomb so he wants to trinket. Nice, he trinkets. Yeah, I didn't put dwarf on CD. Good to know. But I can deathmark here, even though it's just gonna get bopped probably. Which is really bad because I'll lose my stacks. I need to finish my stacks really bad before he wants to bop it. I need to re-rupture because it's like under 6 seconds. I need to re-rupture him too. Nice, we finished my stacks. Hopefully he can dispel me. The kidney ret. Okay, food. I just triggered it even though it broke. Try to get a Garrote. Into a cheap shot, even if he sinks it. Shiv T, the big envenom. I have nothing to live here. I'm trying to disarm, but need rupture on like everything really bad. Just getting kited too much. Kind of below 150 energy right now. I have a kidney. I shouldn't have ruptured here. If I kidneyed, it probably would have been safer. If I die, it's because I didn't kidney. So I can always dot after the kidney. I have defensives in like 20, but this is like the one moment I can die. I need to blind healer, but I'm just stuck in Searing Glare. Spells me. Oh no, he didn't. I'm actually dead. I wasted my blind. Set my healer in a second. I have like evasion in half a second. Okay, we're chilling and we win. I have an AoE Shiv if I ever move. This guy's just perma freedom kiting me. Kidney when I get there too. I have cloak in 1 second. My cheat death actually procced at like 30%. God, what did he hit me for there? That was a really bad game on my end because I got CC'd on my death, or I got faded on blend. That's what. I like waited too long, or no, it was Searing Glare. I like waited forever on it, and then I thought I got dispelled because like the weak aura went away, and I wasn't dispelled. That's what it was. I gotta review that one. I'm gonna hit the record button because I don't know why I thought the Searing Glare was over. I gotta see why it looked weird and make it look not weird. Okay, so it's like a little more to the left rather than center for no reason. That's what it was. I gotta fix that. I really need to finish my stacks. I'm just gonna cloak here. overlap kicks. Villa bomb that. Should just die without bubbling. Rewind. Good growths on everything. I'm using Gladius, yeah. To make sure I get my death marker stacks, so I had to trinket that. Getting cog feels bad. I can still death mark here, even though it's gonna get bleed dispelled. Dash that. Bomb this. Might be dead here randomly. Still have my blind, but healer's on DR for 3. I can Kinney DK for kill in 1 too. I have to just Kinney Shaman instead of it. Try to blind healer for the dead, but it's probably gonna break. Nice, clutched it out. I need to change the gem on this character too. I have the auto attack gem thing. Castbar below Gladius. It's still Gladius. I just changed the layout of it. Is MMR still kept? I think so, yeah. Pushing this app, JK take a combat. Hopefully he gets my dispel so I can big grow it once he gets it. I thought I could sap that because I did it off of the kick, but apparently not. Cat dies without bubbling. on this. Trinkets. Nice grip line. We got 5 left on the noise. That's a little too early on the rupture for the shaman. Cloaking, I guess. Drink cloak ban, I guess. Cheat death procs too. It's a little greedy there, but I thought priest was gonna use on me. Shut that guy's trinket. We need this guy off me. Still dying. I don't want a second vanish here, but I have to. Finish my stacks. Still just dead, I think. Nice barrier. I'm still dead. Rip to 6 though. Hey, Coco had the ×3. For some reason, my head only saw the 1. My brain did not process earlier. I was still waking up. And we had a brew a gifted font. Okay. Is that because of our bet when I showed you the screenshot? Even though it was only 2 games? And it was... I wouldn't lie. I genuinely thought I played more. Rip my win rate though. We're 35-7 now. Feels bad. What's the illusion? It's called Holy Fire. Looks like it's pretty mid. And you get it at 1950 now instead of 2100. Caspar, you def your focus. Just Caspar? What about it? Now, if you're talking about the Gladius Caspar, I think it's just the setting you turn on. Should be by default. But the way I configure stuff to look different is in Better Blizz I have Caspar's a little bigger. And I also like to put the target Caspar above the frame rather than below. Just so that it's not a moving thing. Because I really hate when sometimes the Caspar is like here. Let me put up Epic Pen and screen share. This will make it easier to go just full John Madden mode. That coaster went fun. Thank you. Yeah, if I pull up Epic Pen, right, and I'm drawing all over the screen John Madden mode, and I say, I don't want the Caspar to be moving from like here to like here based off like how many buffs and debuffs they have. So if I have it on the target frame, it's just always in the same spot. So my eye isn't like adapting to, is it here? Is it here? Is it here? Is it back to up here? And I think that's like a nice quality of life thing. How's your games? I had a lot of misplays. I'm not happy with it at all. It's the least happy I've ever been with my gameplay. We got top 8, but we lost to Nick and Prev and them, but they're like a top 2, top 3 teams, so. Like their team, Cubsy's team, and Sidu's team are probably like the scariest ones, I think. But I made a lot of misplays. Like there was a game where we could have killed Nick, where I just went the Warlock for no reason. And then there was one game where I could have kittied a dragon on Dragon Rage, and I turned around to go Death Knight because I got confused by teammate calls. And then there was a game where I got like jump scared by Grip on my own team because he called he was gripping me and I didn't hear it. And I like re-stepped it 0.1 thinking it was a Death Knight Grip go because we all had no trinkets. So yeah, there's a lot of like things I got more nerves than I usually get for some reason. I don't know if it's just like because of all the... Yeah. I just normally don't get nerves in tourney. Yeah, it's just, yeah. Just gotta iron out the vibes a little better. We got top 8, so we're in the weekend broadcast. We got through the offline qualifier, but we're in the losers bracket. So we fight Sol in them, and then I think we fight Peekaboo or Meep, and then we fight whoever like falls out of top 4. But yeah, with how I played, you know, we kind of had a good bracket for getting at least top 8, and we also don't really have like a hunters. Like I think hunter is a big defining like part of the meta. But we'll see. I don't know if our roadblock is as ready as I'd like it to be yet, but we're working on it. I'll probably try to review some games after the weekend. I don't have all of the games recorded, but yeah, no more UI changes. I gotta undo the thing I changed earlier. Forgot I changed this character a couple days ago, and then they kept my main the same for the tournament, so I gotta like set this one back. I was trying to put Kidney in like a more obvious spot, but I don't think I'm ready for it to change. We got Survival Hunter. This is not a great lobby for me with the win rate, but we'll try to run it back. Prize pool at 600k? No, that's like all of the cups plus the finals for like 1st through 8th place. Winning the actual finals even is like 70k, and then after you like split that with your teammates and tax it, it's like 12k. I think. The AoE bleeding, everything, yeah. And then on average, if you like win a cup, you make like a little over a grand. And then if you get like 4th, I think you get like a couple $100, not even. And then if you get into the gauntlet, like average top 8 overall after all 4 cups, then you get like 2,500 as a team, which is like $600. he was out of combat, man. Feels bad. Don't know if I'm gonna make it there for the growth. I do. Gonna YOLO bomb this. He gives him precog on my DR cheap garrote. I get the big garrotes on everyone though. Wish I didn't waste my evasion though. Might just be dead here though. Because he missed the barrier and I'm gonna coil. That guy fucked me hard. He just doesn't use swap, misses his barrier, and then decides to just fucking DR fear my sap. Unluckers. Now I could have used my evasion better though, but Hunter's on my team, so I actually get to use Deathmark. I'd love to see it. Getting stunned off this, I'll just trigger Evage. Keep turning so he doesn't get behind me. My hunter just dies without turtling. Or walling a second time. Or the healer using either paint step or swap. Yeah, this priest is just getting 6-0'd by the other priest. I don't get a Deathstalker markup. Nice. They break the scatter, so I do. Paints up and Ross. And skin. Well, he didn't Ross, but. A little bit early on the refresh, Hellstone. We're still just dead. Yeah, this guy's just going 0-6. Because even the Survival Hunter round where it should have been a really easy kill on the Warlock, he just can't heal at all. Unlucky. Rip my win rate. I get 3-3. At least it'll lower the MMR a little bit, so the next queue won't be as long, hopefully. That's awkward. I wanted to kill the Void Tendrils with Shadow Strike so that I would get a proc. So I didn't like Shadow Strike the lock, but then like the root died to something else, like the frame I trinketed to Shadow Strike it. So now I have like no Deathstalker mark until I vanish. How do I not have enough energy to close that, even though I T'd? A little early to refresh this rupture, but Probably could have gouged that wall UA too. One for trap here. I'm dying through every button here. Okay, I guess the priest does win around. I guess I'm going 06 now. That sucks. At least this healer at least used his CDs, but... Get knocked, but to actually keep my Deathstalker mark up this time. And not get CC'd the entire game because Jungle's a bitch. We're gonna base the end card. I guess I'll just cloak the binding. I could have maybe gotten God Cloak too, I guess, just because it was a scary matchup, but I just died through defenses. He walls, we'll just kidney this guy, bomb it. Gets a full fear. Breaks. I could just die here. Hellstone probably in a second. Kidney in one. Got it. Yes. Still just dying to air on my go. Mending bandages so I can death mark here. I have a meld, but no evasion for 40. I can die really soon if we don't like kill right now. If he gets life swapped, I'm dying in a DR stun. Yeah, this is just a weird lobby, but it shouldn't be. This should just be a 6-0 for the one healer over the other one. But the other healer like got tilted that his like 6-0 got ruined or something. I think the only lobby I've like not 6-0'd. Both these healers are just trash. Good cheap shot for L there. Defensively bomb myself on the ulti. Can't catch that fear. I'm okay with the Shadow Fury, it keeps me on stun DR. If I ever move my character, that is. I want to AoE really bad here, but it's gonna break shit. Finish my stacks. Actually take something. I should have melded the haunt. You're a cheap shot this guy off me though. Should just die. I could have death marked there too. I just didn't have globals because I was doing the restun Garrote. Well, only losing 60 MMR. Hopefully the next queue's quicker, but I definitely cursed myself saying the other priest is going 06 because then he actually started trying. Like, the healer played like absolute dog shit 1500 the first 3 games on my team. I don't think he did like a single global correctly, and then as soon as I called him out, he like plugged his keyboard in and woke up. Slapped himself across the face, drank a glass of water, and then he started playing like a 2K player at least. But like, he just literally played like both games without using like paint up or swap. Missed his barrier. Avoided 0 CC. And then ran in and half feared early on my blind step. When the guy was out of combat. Just running for like a DR fear for no reason. Like, the guy was just completely hard turbo-inting me the first 3 games. And then against me, he like plugged in his keyboard. It is just a hard lobby in general, though, because they have a survival hunter, but like, mending bandage is kind of annoying. But... should be free. It's like a really low match quality game, though. Yeah, I think I needed to change. Kill jungle easier sub? Depends on the matchup. Yeah, it's from the last boss. I got really lucky. I got on like my first kill on normal. I was just going for tier, even though I wouldn't even wear the tier if I got it now. You guys play as much RMP in the tourney? A little bit, yeah. Played some Roguelock and some RMP. I'll review some games later on the weekend or whatever. After. When CC breaks, it's just part of playing the game now. You just try to time the CC when they're spread, or if your mage is good, he can like try to blast wave them away. Like try to blast wave them away from stacking and try to fear them away from stacking. So like the goal is like you blast wave sheep and it like doesn't break it. Then you kind of like knock the sheep away. And then if he gets like kicked on the sheep, then you just fear, and then you try to fear off the sheep. Like you just do like a lot of kidney fears. And then hopefully the fear pathing like makes them spread a little bit too. And if it breaks, it breaks. Or and if they're like perma stacked the whole game, you could just go healer more. Oh, we lost to Prev and Nick and them. They're like a top 2, top 3 team. They're really, really good. But we're in losers bracket for top 8. So we fight like Laros and them right away. And then I think we fight Peekaboo or Meat Monk. Good that we at least got like top 8 this time around, because like our expectations weren't that high, just because we didn't feel like we're ready. Because there wasn't enough time to prep stuff and we don't have Hunter. Hopefully they just like nerf Hunters, like, and they fix all the bugs. Like Hunters are literally just bugged. I think Meep just plays like the DK Dragon comps, yeah. Still. I don't think the arcane buffs do anything. I don't think it's a buff either, kinda. If they're losing more burst. I mean, we lost to like one of the teams we were like the most like, you know, scared about. I think you just got a new one, but yeah. How do I display friendly pointer without showing the friendly nameplate? You go into friendly nameplates over here, hide health bar. Does that feel good right now? It's good, but it's like matchup specific. It's more of like maybe the cooldown reduction for disarm versus hunters and to be a little tankier. But you wouldn't really want to play rogue into jungle anyway. And in most cases, Asa Lock or Asa DK are better, I think. But RMP is good if you're like wazzing them. If it's just buttery smooth. No, Waz is on Europe. I'm on NA. In certain games, yeah, you have more of a win con even if you're like 20 million plus damage behind on sub. Because you just have more burst and like duel can obviously cheese a lot of games. And just having the cool introduction. You can just like let a lock cast more or something, but yeah, it's an achievement now instead of a quest.